you've been a part of some big battles, some big losses, some big wins. So it's been a roller coaster.
Mhm.
So in terms of temperament, psychologically, how do you not let that break you? How do you maintain a calm demeanor and avoid running with the lemmings?
I think it's something you kind of learn over time. A key success factor is you want to have enough money in the bank that you're going to survive, uh, you know, regardless of what's going on with volatility in markets. People who, one, you shouldn't borrow money. So if you borrow money, you own stocks on margin, markets are going down, and you have your livelihood at risk, it's very difficult to be rational. So key is getting yourself to a place where you're financially secure. You're not going to lose your house, right? That's a kind of a key thing. And then also doing your homework. Stocks can trade at any price in the short term. And if you know what a business is worth and you understand the management, you know it extremely well, it's not nearly as, it doesn't bother you when a stock price goes down, or it has much less impact on you because again, as Mr. Graham said, the short term, the market's a voting machine. You have a bunch of lemmings voting one direction. That's concerning. But if it's a great business, doesn't have a lot of debt, and people are going to just listen to more music next year than this year, you're going to do well. So it's some combination of being personally secure and also just knowing what you own. And over time, you build calluses, I would say.
So psychologically, just as a human being, speaking of lions and gazelles and all this kind of stuff,
Yeah.
is it as simple as just being financially secure? Is there some just human qualities that you have to be born with / develop?
I think so. I think now I'm a pretty emotional person, I would say, or I feel pretty strong emotions, but not in investing. I'm remarkably immune to kind of volatility. And that's a big advantage. And it took some time for me to develop that.
So you weren't born with that, you think?
No.
So being emotional, you want to respond to volatility.
Yeah. And it's a bit, again, you can learn a lot from other people's experience. It's one of the few businesses where you can learn an enormous amount by reading about other periods in history, following Buffett's career, the mistakes he made. If you're investing a lot of capital, every one of your mistakes is going to be big, right? So we've made big mistakes. The good news is that the vast majority of things we've done have worked out really well. And so that also gives you, confidence over time. But because we make very few investments, we own 8 things today or 7 companies of that matter. If we get one wrong, it's going to be big news. And so the other nature of our business you have to be comfortable with is a lot of public scrutiny, a lot of public criticism, and that requires some experience. I'll call it that.